Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer found that putting together this electric bicycle was a bit of a pain, and they caution new owners to take their time and ensure every component is tightened correctly. Once assembled, however, our reviewer was immediately impressed by the very smooth ride. While not the most luxurious seat in the world, the overall comfort level is good and perfectly suitable for daily use. On a full throttle, this machine reaches a top speed of around 30 miles per hour, and the pedal assist feature works well. A minor drawback for this client, who owns another model, is the lack of a cruise control function, which means the throttle must be held down continuously for powered travel. One of the best features for this user has been the two-seater capacity. Their young daughter loves riding on the back and fits comfortably, enjoying the little bar she can hold onto. Our reviewer did mention that the addition of armrests for the passenger would have been a nice touch for added security and comfort. They also found the stock headlight to be inadequate for night rides and opted to install a brighter aftermarket one. After putting about 60 miles on it, this commuter bike still runs like it did on its first day. The battery is somewhat difficult to remove, so our reviewer simply leaves it on the frame for charging. They have yet to test its maximum range on a single long trip, but are pleased with its solid performance so far. Despite being quite heavy, this client confirms they would definitely purchase this electric bicycle again.
Cool, let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer shares that as their very first electric bike, this machine completely exceeded their expectations. Our reviewer found it incredibly fun and simple to operate, highlighting the passenger seat as a major advantage. They noted that carrying a second person is surprisingly easy, with the bike remaining well balanced, and the included backrest adds a nice touch of comfort for the passenger. Performance-wise, this e-bike doesn't disappoint. It gets up to its top speed without any trouble, even when carrying both the rider and a passenger, which was a pleasant surprise for our client. While the experience has been largely positive, there are a few areas for improvement. The seats, for instance, are comfortable enough for shorter trips, but our reviewer mentioned that longer rides can lead to soreness. They managed to improve this by adding some memory foam to the rear seat, which was the less comfortable of the two. Similarly, the front basket feels solid, but has openings in the corners that could let small items fall through. A simple fix with a few bungee cords solved that issue. Putting the vehicle together was fairly straightforward, though the client felt the pictures in the instruction manual were difficult to decipher. Despite this minor hiccup, the overall construction feels very solid and well made. A useful phone holder was also included, which has worked perfectly. The only significant negative so far has been the brakes. Our reviewer reports that they screech loudly, a problem they will now have to find a solution for. After some initial use, the bike has held up great. For context, the reviewer is of average height and build, and has no trouble reaching the ground when stopped. Only time will truly tell how this e-bike holds up in the long run, but the first impression is very strong.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer found this e-bike to be a really cool addition, marking their first venture into the world of electric bicycles. Assembly proved to be relatively straightforward, though they noted a slight discrepancy between the provided instructions and video link and the actual parts on the bike received. However, for anyone with prior experience putting together a bicycle, getting this one ready should be no issue. Our reviewer unfortunately encountered a broken part initially, but upon messaging the seller, a replacement was promptly shipped, which was a positive experience. Right out of the box, this e-bike was rideable, allowing for immediate enjoyment. However, our reviewer quickly found the stock seat to be quite uncomfortable, leading them to upgrade to a more pleasant option. They also made some modifications to the rear, removing the original seat padding to install a more robust child seat, which speaks to the versatility they sought. After about 15 miles of riding, a few minor adjustments were needed, specifically to the brakes and tightening some handlebar bolts. Aside from these minor tweaks, the experience of owning this particular e-bike has been an absolute blast for them so far. Standing at 63, our reviewer confirmed they fit comfortably on this e-bike, which is great for taller riders. They've also received numerous compliments on their setup, which adds to the overall satisfaction. A notable performance point mentioned was being able to achieve speeds of around 28 mph in full throttle mode, even with their daughter riding securely on the back. All in all, our reviewer considers this an excellent e-bike and expressed a strong inclination to purchase another one in the future.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.